competition. So a little bit of a change there. He was riding ATC's Indira in that competition, just 15 years of age, but he's been pretty successful in the children and junior competitions, in international competitions in Quito in Ecuador. 4 top 10 finishes. The fencers here are 1.30 meters in height. And we have 12 obstacles containing 14 efforts. We have a triple combination in there. This is going well so far, though, for Juan José Tamayo. Ooh, sees a very long one to the last, and the horse just struggled to get the distance over that oxer at the last fence. So just that final fence falling, the first fence to fall for this rider right at the very end of things. It's one down for Juan José Tamayo and Excalibur 129. Jumped really nicely all the way around this course, but you can see just saw a little bit too long a stride to the last there. Spectators, young and old, enjoying the action in this competition. So on now to Juan Felipe Gonzalez Cova, who was Juan José Tamayo's teammate on Team South America. This, though, is Juan Felipe Gonzalez Cova, who rides for Colombia. He rides Diaco Blue. This is the horse that he rode in the team competition. Former ride of Lawrence Huben and also of Bart Bless. So just taking a little look around part of this course. This is a tricky line he's coming to now. Fence 5 is the Aachen upright there. Then we have this triple combination at 6. And then a 5-stride distance down to fence 7. Then they turn right-handed now back through the middle of the arena again to fence 8. Then quite a run down to an upright at 9. Got to be very careful there. Left-handed then to the final line. We have fences 10 and 11 on the near side here, this plank. And yeah, about a 6-stride distance down to 11. Then quite a long run up again to this big oxer at 12 to finish. And Juan Felipe Gonzalez Cova encouraging the crowd to get behind him. It's a clear round, so 2 riders gone. And we have a clear already.
FEI Youth Equestrian Games, gezeigt von Juan Felipe Gonzalez Cova aus Kolumbien on Diaco Blue. It's a clear round.
The first rider for our jump-off is already decided. That is Juan Felipe Gonzalez Cova. We just rattled the plank there. But a better shot to the last than his teammate from Thursday's competition, excuse me. And the sun now shining. Of course, these riders also had to deal with some slightly inclement weather on Thursday in the team competition, but that did not put them off. On we go then to Dylan Bibby of New Zealand. Dylan rides Chasseur ASKZ. He's 17 years old and he's pretty successful riding in New Zealand. This, though, is a horse that has competed up to 1.50 meters internationally. Some of his best results coming under the Swiss rider Simone Buchhofer. Dylan sets up nicely for the triple combination. Carefully through there. This horse is an 11-year-old by Casal. drives to that final fence. Clears that well as well.
Dylan Bibby, Chasseur Ass Z, ohne Fehler in der Zeit. Damit ist bereits ein Stechen erforderlich geworden. Im Einzelfinale der FEI Youth Equestrian
These horses and riders are jumping extremely well. As I say, Chasseur ASK Z is a horse that's competed up to 1 meter 50. So these fences fairly achievable for the horse, but of course it's all about the partnership. They haven't had too long to get to know each other. These are not horses that these riders usually compete on. They've been partnered with them just this week. They had a couple of days to get used to them before the team competition. Now they compete in this individual final. Moving on then to Perez Azouni, who rides Oak Grove's Darshana. He represents Palestine. Ooh, gets quite just a little bit too pacey there, I think, and just avoided the horse being able to pick up his back legs. Oak Grove's Darshana, this 7-year-old mare, often ridden by Jennifer Pedersen. The horse has got a great international record. Really usually jumps clear. Perez Azouni was on Team Asia, and he is just 15 years old. Just finding the horse a little strong here this afternoon as well. Well, that's a shame. They jumped well in the team competition, but it's 4 down for Perez Azouni. 16 is his total.
16 penalties in 75.58 seconds. Ich sollte vielleicht noch erklären, meine Damen und Herren,
so,
die Hindernisse in diesem Parcours
as it stands, we have we've had 4 riders come forward, and we have 2 clears. We have a clear for Juan Felipe Gonzalez Cova of Colombia, and we have a clear for Dylan Bibby of New Zealand.
In der Bahn und Vatidis aus Griechenland, from Greece.
We go on now to Maleah Vatidis. She rides for Greece and rides the horse Despacita. Despacita, a ride of Marianne Muller of Germany. But Annie, no stranger to championship competitions as a young rider. She jumped in the Balkan Championships at both junior and children's levels. This, though, is her first international competition of the year. Oof. Well, a little bit of a miscommunication there, sadly, and a peck on landing not helping things. Sadly, Maleah Vatidis parts company with Despacita. Oh, what a shame. Again, she jumped really well in the team competition with this horse. But unfortunately, with parting company there, that is going to be elimination for the Greek rider. So the arena team just going in to make sure that Maleah Vatidis is safely up on her feet, and we'll be bringing you the rest of this competition. But great to see both horse and rider up on their feet. Such a shame. These riders have really been working towards this competition for so long. These Youth Olympic Games are absolutely the pinnacle of the sport for them. Many of them aspire to jump in this ring in Aachen in their careers, and they've had this incredible opportunity at such a very young age. Such a special occasion for them. Such a great opportunity to show what they can do on the international stage. Despacito then just being led out of the arena by a member of the arena party. Well, the first rider from the European team, who of course were second in the team competition. On now we go then to Khaled Al-Hammadi. He rides for the United Arab Emirates. He is a 17-year-old rider, but he's been competing in Junior Nations Cup competitions and has some wins in Abu Dhabi and in Sharjah this year so far. He's riding Diarados Black Diamond once again here. This is their third round together, as it is for most of these competitors. Of course, we had 2 rounds of team competition and then now this individual final. Diarados Black Diamond was ridden by Casper de Burk and by Kim Emmen back in 2021. So again, talented horse with a great list of riders having been behind the reins in the past. The latest of those, of course, here is Khaled Al-Hammadi. The horse has a 34% clear round rate this year so far, 11 clears out of 32 rounds. Very striking little horse. Oh, yeah, just Khaled Al-Hammadi just giving a lot of encouragement to Diarados Black Diamond coming into the triple. He knew the stride was not quite what he wanted, and it just made it very difficult for them to then get things together for the B element. Nicely brought back and done at the second time of asking. Of course, this could also be costly for time. Again, they're seeing a bit of a different stride here. But in the team competitions, we did see the partnerships really start to solidify and settle in. Once they continued the rounds, once they got a little further through. Good to the last. Again, a little bit of a slight battle there, but 99.29 seconds is going to give Khaled Al-Hammadi 18 faults.
14 davon für Zeitüberschreitung, 99,29 Sekunden. It's 18 penalties, including 14 for time, 99.29 seconds. Und am Start ist nun die in den Niederlanden gezogene Stute Jadzia.
So yes, a time allowed of 85 seconds gives Khaled Al-Hammadi 18 in total, 4 for his refusal and unfortunately 14 for time. On we go then now back to Egypt, to Haya El Borai. She rides Jadzia, this 8-year-old mare, often ridden by Piet Ragemakers Jr. And this horse has around about a 50% clear round rate. Haya El Borai is a 16-year-old competitor who competes up to 3-star level. Jumped 5 clears at Sharjah this year, earlier this season. That's her only other international start this year, but been competing extensively in her home country. So we have a little bit of a different story now. We had a couple of early clears, but we still just have the 2 clears. Haya El Borai looking to join them. These fences are considerably bigger than the ones that they were jumping the other day. These are 1.30 metre in height. They were going round over 120 fences in the team competition. She's coming down to this last line though, needs to just be careful at the plank. Yeah, good there. Nice measured approach to the penultimate fence, coming now to this big purple oxer to finish. Yeah, really nicely done. 80.61. She's within the time allowed as well. Haya El Borai. A great clear for Egypt. 3 clear rounds then on the board. 3 riders through to our jump off for now.
FEI Youth Equestrian Games Aachen 2022. Haya El Borai.
The jump off, as I'm sure you will be expecting, is over a shorter course. But I'll bring you details of that a little nearer the time.
Und Carlos Andrés Meani Morataya aus Guatemala.
So we're just under 50% on a clear round rate so far. But that could very much change later. This is Carlos Andrés Meani Morataya for Guatemala. He rides Annalie, this 10-year-old mare. And this mare has previously been ridden by Mario Stevens. Also previously ridden by Mohammed Jabri of Syria, with whom this horse jumped a good number of clears up to 135. So these, again, shouldn't really be a problem for this horse size-wise. They've rattled that, though. Now they need a straighter approach to the triple. Yeah, it just gets a little bit quick, a little bit long and flat in the combination. Course designer is Frank Rothenberger. Frank Rothenberger, of course, a very famous course designer, right the way up to the very top level, set some extremely difficult 5-star tracks. Nicely down the final line for Carlos Andrés Meani Morataya, but it's 1 down, just the 4 to add.
77,99 Sekunden. It's 4 penalties, 77.99.
So 3 clears.
Am Start ist der französische Wallacher
Out of our 8 competitors so far,
Shannon
it
Gruber
is a tough
aus Costa
track.
Rica.
Really the line from 5 then down to the triple at 6 and then fence 7 is proving pretty tricky at the moment. You've really got to be careful of that last fence though, and of the planks as well. For Costa Rica then, Shannon Gruber is next in. She's 18 years old. And she's a familiar face at the top level in the young rider and junior competitions. She competed at the FEI Jumping South American Championships for young riders, juniors, pre-juniors and children in the children's category in 2018. But she's also jumped in junior competitions around Germany. Now here she is in action in Aachen with Volk der Minig. This 13-year-old gelding, ridden usually by Caroline Dirt of France. Horse has got a great record, though. He's jumped 10 out of 12 clears internationally and finishes in the top 10 more often than not. 7 out of 9 times this year alone. Shannon, of course, part of Team North America, who won the team competition. Really popular international competitor as well. Great to the last. Really, really well ridden. What a fantastic opportunity to be able to watch these stars of the future. That is what you are seeing here. They're stars in their own right at junior and young rider level, but these riders are sure to make their mark on the international stage at senior level in years to come as well. You can really see as well when the riders land, when they've got their clear rounds, just how much it means to them. Not only representing their countries, but also in this fantastic arena with the crowds watching. Perhaps this spectator is dreaming of competing in the Youth Equestrian Games in a few years' time. I'm sure there will be plenty of children looking on with this as their aim today. Plenty of sunshine as well in Aachen. It's an absolutely action-packed schedule with show jumping, dressage and eventing action all weekends. Of course, the Rolex Grand Prix taking place on Sunday this week.
Youth Olympic Games, übrigens, meine Damen und
Back
Herren,
then to José Emmanuel Perez. He rides for Paraguay.
Im Senegal geplant. Und wir begrüßen nun im Parcours die in den Niederlanden gezogene Stute Jaleska Flores und José Emmanuel Perez aus Paraguay.
His horse here is Jaleska Flores, an 8-year-old mare who is by Flores TN out of a Concord mare. This horse competes up to 1-star level and again has a lot of clear rounds on her CV. But there's quite a lot of horses in the field who are on the younger side. We have 7-year-olds, 8-year-olds, 9-year-olds, and again, it's an opportunity to potentially see some up-and-coming equine stars of the future as well. José Emmanuel Perez was second in the 2019 South American Children's Championships. That was a competition in Mariano Roque Alonso. He's had 8 top 10 international finishes in his career so far. You can see he's really trying to allow the horse forward and trying to allow the horse to sort of make a few decisions herself. A good measured rhythmical approach paying off for them here. Just a couple of fences left to jump. Really trusting the horse at this, despite having not been partnered for very long at all. Comes to the last. Yeah, really nicely done. So José Emmanuel Perez Benitez for Paraguay gives us our next clear. We have 5 now going through to the jump-off. 5 riders coming forward. You could also see that Jaleska Flores is a horse that could certainly go quickly over the ground. I think they could be a really exciting partnership to watch in the jump-off. Now then, we turn to Great Britain, to Claudia Moore. Great Britain had a great day in the Nations Cup competition yesterday, coming third as a team. Claudia, though, is their young star here this week. She rode in the jump-off in the team competition for Team Europe, securing that second place in the team competition in this Youth Equestrian Games. She rides Largo van der Molenhoek here. A horse ridden by Dominika Galova of Slovakia, up to 4-star level. Claudia really showing all of her skill that she's developed over a number of years. She is one of the UK's leading junior show jumping riders, really been a key part of the junior teams, winning plenty of team medals. Well, you can absolutely see why. Great round. It's a clear for Great Britain, a clear for Claudia Moore. Trains, of course, with Jason and Katrina Moore. Katrina, former chef d'équipe of the British pony teams as well. He's also been selected for the world-class podium potential pathway, which just goes to show you what a bright future that young lady has ahead of her. Gives us our 6th clear going into the jump-off. Now, though, we go to Tunisia, to Elyes Chaouachi. Elyes rides Maestro van Donkerhove, a horse often ridden by Mirai Jang of Korea. That was back in 2020. Elyes also competes in endurance competitions internationally and is ranked in the top. Well, he's 126th in the Young Rider Endurance World Ranking. So, talented horseman. Yeah, that is the second time we've seen the C element of the triple go down. Again, he's just getting a little long. They do need a good bit of pace up. The time allowed is 85 seconds, and it's quite a big arena. You know, they do need to cover the ground, but they do need to be careful around this course as well.
Es sind 4 Fehlerpunkte in 85,44 Sekunden für Elyes Chaouachi aus Tunesien.
Well, it's a fence down, and the time allowed may have just been amended there, but I will just confirm that for you. Elyes Chaouachi stops the clock in 85.44, so in fact the time allowed is 86 seconds. Something to bear in mind.
Representing Germany,
Charlotte Hoing is next in. Again, very, very talented young rider. One that I'm sure you will be familiar with seeing if you follow the young rider competitions. Charlotte was part of Team Europe and rides again here. Andy's boy, Bretonnier. This horse that's jumped up to 3-star level. Look at the scope of this horse, though. Charlotte Hoing, definitely a rider who has the capability to bring out the best in this horse. But the horse has got so much scope, gives her plenty of height to a lot of these fences. Charlotte, also a rider who said it was a fantastic opportunity to meet other young riders from other countries. And that's another real benefit of this competition. Huge pats for Andy's boy, Bretonnier. And it's another clear, this time for Germany. Charlotte, Hoing and Andy's boy, Bretonnier, joins the likes of Juan Felipe Gonzalez Cover, joins Dylan Bibby, Haya El Borai, Shannon Gruber, Jose Manuel Perez, and now Claudia Moore as well. So we have 7 in our jump-off already.
Und am Start ist nun die in den Niederlanden gezogene Stute Haya.
30 riders on our list, the 30 riders from the teams.
Belgium, from Belgium.
Sunglasses essential to be able to catch all of the action. Bart J. Junior Vandecasteele is the next rider into the ring. He rides for Belgium and rides Haya here today, who is a 10-year-old mare. Bart is a 16-year-old rider. He competes up to 2-star and in a lot of international junior competitions. Real star of the Belgian junior team. He jumps in the Nations Cup teams as well. Has a good few top horses, but one of the top horses of his is Mac Jack Courtier, a horse he's had 2 wins with this year. Haya, not the most experienced horse in the field, but certainly looking good under Bart J. Junior Vandecasteele. He is a very precise rider. Such an honour for these young riders to represent their countries in this competition. Something that Bart does on a fairly regular basis. Riding for his country, 80.11 is his time, and it's another good clear.
Wir haben das 8. Paar im Stechen, Bart J. Vandecasteele und Haya.
8 now through to the jump-off.
It's a clear round.
It's going to be an absolute race in that competition. You can see, really have to stretch out over that fence.
Und Layan Al-Momani aus Jordanien, from Jordan.
But very nicely done. Our next competitor represents Jordan. This is Layan Al-Momani, and she rides Cloud 47, this 10-year-old gelding by Clarimo. They had a couple of fences down in the team competition, but she competes successfully in junior competitions internationally and up to 2-star. She really finishes in the top 10 very frequently. It's really lovely to see this partnership develop over the course of the week. You can see that Layan has really taken the time to understand this horse's best way of going. And that is what it's all about. They've really settled into this partnership. Steadily to the last, but she's got time. I would say that was a really brilliantly judged round. Very well managed. And
Auch
as I say, it's
die
fantastic to see the
Medaillen
progression of
leicht
this
im
pair. Layan
Medaillenrennen
Al-Momani
mit
and Cloud
Layan
47
Al-Momani und
give us
Cloud.
another
Eine
clear.
fehlerfreie Runde in der Zeit. It's a clear round qualified for the jump-off. Und dann kommt die Hannoveraner Stute Lucy und Thomas van Rijckevorsel aus der Republik Südafrika, from the Republic South Africa.
Well, we're around about halfway through the field at the moment, and our next competitor has travelled a good long way to compete here in Aachen, coming from South Africa. This is Thomas van Rijckevorsel. Thomas rides Lucy 781, who is a ride of Maren Hoffman's, who's been jumping successfully around Europe. Had 1 clear out of 4 rounds internationally. So not necessarily such a clear round machine as some of the other horses, but Thomas van Rijckevorsel, certainly an experienced junior rider. He's 17 years old. He's getting close to the wings. He could do with just keeping the straightness around this course. Gets away from the fences quickly. Makes him quite economical for time. You can see he's quite a lot quicker than, say, Layan Al-Momani. No particular points for that in this first round, but a great round for Thomas van Rijckevorsel. He's heading into the jump-off as well.
Republik Südafrika, Thomas van Rijckevorsel und Lucy ohne Fehler in der Zeit.
Well, he gives us our 10th clear round. It's going to be quite the jump-off. We have a good few riders coming forward. They will be going in the same order that they've jumped in the first round in the jump-off, but so far we have 10 going forward.
The Uzbek Republic.
Abdurakhmon Abdullaev is in next for Uzbekistan. Uzbekistan part of Team Asia in that team competition. Abdurakhmon is one of the riders who is ranked most highly in the FEI Jumping Under 25 rankings out of our field here. He's 43rd in that international ranking. The horse here with this striking white blaze is Oak Grove's Che. Ooh, a fence down. That is unfortunate. Triple combination proving problematic again. Well, 78.82, the time is good, but it's just the one fence down for Abdurakhmon Abdullaev and Oak Grove's Che.
Aus Usbekistan und Oak Grove's Che. 78,82 Sekunden.
10 clears though so far. There we just see they were getting quite quick through the triple combination. And that makes it difficult for the horses to pick up for the final part. Looks a little disappointed with that. I'm sure he would have liked to have joined the jump off. Now, coming out of order here, this is Jeanne Hirel. Jeanne rides for France. And the horse she's partnered with here is Galliano LW, who is an 8-year-old gelding. Jeanne, though, competes in junior and young rider competitions for France, as well as up to 2-star level. She was 4th in an under-25 Grand Prix in Fontainebleau earlier this year. But she's certainly a star of the future for France. She is a rider who's been on plenty of teams for her country. Also jumped on pony teams. And in fact, last year it clinched the team and individual gold at the Pony Europeans in Stregon with Verdu de Nestin. Armen du Costilgue is the other horse. You may have seen her competing internationally. Sadly, not her day today, though, with Galliano LW. I'm sure she'll be a little disappointed with that because, of course, she's so used to jumping so extremely well. But it's 3 down for the gold medal winner from Stregon. Gives her 12. Real shame.
Und Martina Rossi aus Uruguay.
Martina Rossi is not coming forward. She's next on our list. Could be jumping out of order, but we will confirm that for you as soon as we are able. We go now, though, to the Australian competitor Maleah Lang-McMahon. Maleah from a family of successful show jumping riders. Her father was an Olympic show jumping rider from the 2008 Olympic Games, and her mother Michelle also competed for Australia at World Championships twice, once in '94 and once in 2002. But Maleah is really regarded as one of the most promising young riders in Australia. She's won so many high-profile competitions there. Again, so Martina Rossi is not coming out of order. This is indeed Martina Rossi. We are just making sure that we have the right riders here for you. This is Uruguay. Martina Rossi having a couple of fences down. But again, she's having a little slip there in the corner. Martina rides Oak Grove's Olympia Z here. Unfortunately, 3 down for her keeps her out of the jump-off.
4 Sekunden für Martina Rossi aus Uruguay und Oak Grove's Olympia Z.
Oak Grove's Olympia Z. Just finding a little parts of this arena a little bit slippery. Of course, the footing is absolutely meticulously prepared. But a deep shot into the triple combination
from Australia
then made things difficult down that line. Now, though, we will indeed bring you Maleah Lang-McMahon, the young star from Australia that we were speaking about earlier. She rides here Calypso du Bouguet, a 10-year-old gelding by Gastronom de Zedhus. But yes, Maleah from a family of very top show jumping riders, and she's won so many high-profile competitions in Australia, the Tamworth World Cup Junior Championships, the Willinga Park Junior Championships. She's also been the Australian Children's Champion and was the Junior Champion at the Brisbane Royal Show, and has also had podium finishes at big shows over in Australia like the Gatton World Cup Junior Championships. Calypso Dubugwe has about a 50% clear round rate. Picked up a few time penalties in some other competitions, so that's, I'm sure, is something that Maleah will have her eye on. She'll be looking to make sure that she gets home inside that 86 seconds. Just the final fence then to give us our 11th clear. Yes, of course she does. Maleah Lang-McMahon, such a star of the Australian team, gives us another clear.
FEI Youth Equestrian Games. Maleah Lang-McMahon.
She is our 11th clear, the 11th rider going forward to the jump-off.
Qualified for the jump-off. Als nächstes sehen wir die Brandenburger Stute DSP Goldquelle und Gabriela Maradiaga aus Honduras.
Our next rider represents Honduras and of course was part of that winning North American team in the team competition just a couple of days ago. This is Gabriela Maradiaga Reina. She rides DSP Goldquell once again, another ride of Maren Hoffman. And interestingly, Maren Hoffman rode this horse on the Young Rider Nations Cup team this year in Fontainebleau. Jumped a double clear there. The horse is getting quite strong. Gabriela Maradiaga just trying to make sure that she has the control with this horse, who has around about a 50% clear round rate overall, but good in the Nations Cup series. Gabriela is 16 years old, and she jumped in the Children's International Classics final in Tashkent in 2019. She's doing really well to maintain the control here. She's doing very well to pilot this horse as accurately as she can around this course, but he's certainly not giving her an easy time. It's a very forward-going horse. You can see she's doing her utmost to get the stride that she wants. The time's good, but it's a couple of fences down, so Gabriela Maradiaga and DSP Goldquell are not going to be joining our jump-off. They will not be joining those 11 riders going through, 11 riders jumping clear around Frank Rothenberger's track.
Und dann kommt der westfälische Wallach Bardu und Juan Bautista Jaled aus Argentinien. Argentina.
Well, we have 9 riders still to come on our list. Again, as I say, representing countries from all over the world. Returning first, though, to Argentina. And to Juan Bautista Jaled Bardu. Bardu is by Balus Bellini, who is by Balou du Rouet. Juan Bautista Jaled has done the South American Championships in the children's and juniors category, and he's only finished outside the top 10 once in his international career. Very competitive rider, for sure will be looking for a place in the jump-off, as of course all of these riders are, but he's very competitive. Nicely through the triple. You can see plenty of these riders, Juan included, just making sure that they don't take too wide a turn around the back end of the arena there. They don't want to waste any time. Good there. He's just got the final fence to go. He's got plenty of time. Sees a bit of a long one, but 76.05. He is thrilled to be getting into the jump off. Juan Bautista Jaled and Bardu give us our 12th clear.
It's a clear round, qualified for the jump off.
12 riders then going through to the jump-off now. He joins Juan Felipe Gonzalez Cover, Dylan Bibby, Haya El Borai, Shannon Gruber, Jose Emmanuel Perez, Claudia Moore, Charlotte Hoing, Bart J. Jr. Vandecasteele, Layan Al-Momani, Thomas van Rijckevorsel, Maleah Lang-McMahon, now Juan Bautista Jaled joins them as the 12th clear. 12th rider going forward to the jump-off. Abdulaziz Aleid is in next, representing the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. He is an 18-year-old rider. He is so successful as a junior rider. He's only finished outside the top 10 once in his last 19 starts internationally. What an amazing record. Also jumped clear in the Junior Nations Cup in Sharjah back in February of this year. He rides Golden Joy here. They could do with a little bit more forward movement over some of these fences. He's getting a bit more of a consistent rhythm up now. It's certainly a course that rewards a rhythmical, fluent approach. We don't have any particularly tight turns, no big rolls back. Ooh, he's not the fastest, but of course he's still within the time allowed, and so Abdulaziz Aleid and Golden Joy, a good steady clear, takes them into the jump-off.
It's a clear round in the time qualified for
13 now going through to the jump-off. How many will we have in total? That's the question.
Am Start ist die Oldenburger Stute La Vita und Xaviera Maurer Buchhaus, Mexico.
Cheers going up from the crowds then for the Mexican rider. This is Xaviera Maurer Buch, one of the younger competitors in the field. She's just 15 years old and she rides this 9-year-old mare, La Vita 3. Xaviera, again, another really talented young rider for the Mexican team. She was on the junior team for Mexico at the North American Youth Championships in Traverse City, taking individual bronze and team silver there with her horse Con Rue. Rattles that. She competes up to 3-star and in plenty of junior competitions around Mexico and Canada. Must be interesting to see her approach through this triple. Yeah, the horse has quite a sort of extended frame going around here, and so that made things difficult to the last part of the triple. She's been having a great time around some seriously iconic venues, not only competing here in Aachen, but also she was jumping at Calgary at Spruce Meadows earlier this month in the 3-star competitions. Nicely down the final line, but it's that last part of the triple combination causing problems again, this time for the Mexican competitor Xaviera Maurer.
Its 4 penalties, 78.43 seconds.
Just the one fence down. One of the faster 4-faulters. So, as it stands, she goes into 14th place. Well, it's equal 14th. She is the 3rd fastest 4-faulter. The fastest was Carlos Andres Meni Morataya. He came home in 77.99 seconds. Jad Guerraoui is next up for Morocco. He rides Lady Angeles. Team Africa, of course, 3rd in that team competition earlier in the week. This is his first international appearance, and what a way to do it. He's just 15 years old, rides this 8-year-old mare, who's been ridden by the likes of Alexander Housen of Belgium, Chloe Winchester of Great Britain, Alexa Larkin, and by Adam Morgan of Ireland as well. This horse has had 17 top 10 placings this year alone, including 6 wins. Team Africa posted a pretty incredible result in the team competition. Not only did they finish on a clean sheet like North America and Europe, but in the first round of competition, every rider from the African team, also the North American team, but every rider from the African team jumped clear. Pretty outstanding. We've seen the plank fall a couple of times, but I wouldn't say it's been quite as influential as they sometimes are. You just, big shot to the last. Just have to be a bit careful with those more delicate fences. Jad Guerraoui, though, sails into the jump-off with Lady Angeles. Brilliantly done, very well ridden.
It's a clear round, qualified for the jump-off.
82.07, the time's fine as well. Well, we have 5 competitors still to bring you, 5 more riders with an opportunity to go forward into the jump-off. And we already have 14 in the jump-off. It is a pretty big list of riders already going forward. But already heading out over the first fence is Amy Hay of Zimbabwe. She's been jumping a little bit in Germany already. Jumped in Hereford in Germany. Also did the Junior Nations Cup in Oran in Algeria. She was on the 3rd place team there. Had a couple of wins internationally already under her belt. The horse she rides is Ipaya Jeremy, who is often ridden by Nicholas Aroma of Finland. First part of the triple goes for them. So we keep to our 14 in the jump-off. Huge jump there, nearly jumps her out of the saddle. Well, a bit of a miscommunication there. They have made it through the flags, so it looks like she's going to continue. Only a couple of fences left. She's working hard to keep the horse going forward. She just has the one fence left. She's going to be over the time. I'm going to stop the clock in 89.49, so it's a total of 12 for Amy Hay and Ipaye Jeremy.
It's 12 penalties, including 4 time faults, 89.
8 for jumping, 4 for time.
Und dann kommt der belgische Wallach Merino van der Achterhoek und Mimi Gauchman aus den Vereinigten Staaten von Amerika, the United States of America.
Well, one of the absolute stars of the International Young Rider Circuit is up next. And she was the star, one of the stars of the team competition as well. It is Mimi Gauchman. She rides Merino van der Achterhoek. Of course, she was the nominated rider for the jump-off in the team competition and secured the win for North America. She's the reigning Young Rider champion from the North American Young Rider Championships last year in Traverse City. That was with her horse Selena BH. You may remember that she didn't drop a single pole across 5 rounds of jumping in that North American Championships. Here, so far, she hasn't dropped a pole across 3 rounds. Had a double clear and then a clear in the jump-off as well in the team competition. She rides this Marianne Müller piloted horse in these competitions here in Aachen. But with Mimi Gauchman behind the reins, this horse has been jumping extremely well. This young lady has set her sights on some seriously big titles, and this is sure to be another. She sails into the jump-off alongside those 14 other riders. Mimi Gauchman, she's into the jump-off. Beautiful sunshine across this iconic arena.
It's a clear round, qualified for the jump-off.
And footing absolutely outstanding.
Die Brandenburger Stute DSP Kessi wird nun geritten von Saad Al-Saad aus Katar.
So now we go to the Qatari rider, Saad Al-Saad. He is 18 years old and he rides DSP Ceci, another Maren Hoffman ride. He also jumped brilliantly in the team competition. But he's been really successful riding in Qatar. Often in the top lineup of riders in plenty of junior and international competitions there. Says it's a real honour to be selected to ride for his country in these Youth Equestrian Games. Of course, these riders are nominated as the representatives for their countries here, alongside this absolutely stellar field. Well, Saad Al-Saad has another great round. It's another clear. This jump off is going to be pretty incredible. We now have 15 into the jump off. Saad Ahmed Al-Saad will give us our 16th.
Erwarten wir noch im Umlauf. Hier zunächst die Hannoveraner Stute Cornelia Murray und Mirilia Manavika Herad.
We actually have more riders in the jump off than not at this stage. Just a couple of riders left to bring you. The penultimate rider then for Iran is Mirilia Manavikarad. She's 18 years old and she jumps up to 2-star level. The horse here is Cornelia Murray. Again, this horse is looking like one to watch in the jump off potentially. A good forward approach here. Just the last fence for Mirilia Manavikarad. Absolutely brilliant. Cornelia Murray, they go into the jump off as well. What a performance. Fantastic rounds from these young riders.
Eine fehlerfreie Runde in der Zeit. Nun Mirilia Manavikarad aus dem Iran, Cornelia Murray. Ohne Fehler in der Zeit.
Just one rider left to go then.
Und zum Abschluss.
A rider who was on Team Australasia
FEI Youth
for the
Equestrian
team
Games
competition.
2022.
Our final rider here
Campari.
is Aya Hamcho.
Und
She
Aya
rides
Hamcho
Campari
aus
329,
Syrien.
a ride of Christopher
From Syria.
Lindenberg, who has a clear round rate of just over 50% this year, up to 1.40 m. She rides for Syria. She's 16 years old. And she competes up to 4-star level. She's had 5 clears at 4-star level already. They were primarily in Abu Dhabi. She also competes in a lot of international junior competitions. Aya Hamcho then for Syria is looking to be our last rider to go into the jump off. That would be our 18th. As I say, they'll be going in the same order that they were drawn in this first round in the jump off. So first to go will be Juan Felipe Gonzalez Cova. He will be first to go in the jump off. Coming to the last then, Aya Hamcho, Campari 329 sails over that. It's a fast time as well, 74.67. She is thrilled. And it's a clear. Well, that concludes the first round of competition. And Aya Hamcho is our 18th rider. Quite incredible. This is going to be some jump off. We have got absolute stars from all over the world coming forward for the jump-off. 18 of them.
We have 18 competitors in the jump-off for the medals. Of
course, they're looking for their gold, silver and bronze medals
final of the FEI Youth
in this
Equestrian Games
individual final.
2022.
Well, the course will just be prepared. We'll be bringing you the jump-off in just a few moments' time. Do stay with us.
Nicht immer leicht. Aber eins macht uns alle stärker. Füreinander da zu sein. Gemeinsam sind wir stark. Was immer du vorhast, wir sind da. Allianz.
Zu Hause. Das ist dieser eine Ort, den wir in unserem Herzen tragen. Manchmal bringt uns eine Erinnerung dorthin. Ein Klang, der sich sofort nach Zuhause anfühlt. Oder ein besonders vertrauter Geschmack. Genieß dein Schlückchen zu Hause. Mit Vio. Aus natürlichem Mineralwasser der Lüneburger Heide.
Hello. Ich bin vegan. No milk. Noch nie war vegan so lecker. Lind Hello Vegan in 4 Sorten. Created by Lind.
We think we understand. We watch, we cheer, and we dream. But it's not until we've seen it all. The shadow behind the blinding lights. The early mornings behind the triumphant minute. The failures behind the success. Only then can we understand the intensity of these seconds. The commitment of a lifetime.
Nutzen Sie die Chance. Sichern Sie sich jetzt schon Karten für den CHIO Aachen 2023. Wir beraten Sie gerne direkt vor Ort in unserem Ticketshop. Nutzen Sie unsere Ticket-Hotline unter 0241 917 1111. Oder buchen Sie Ihr sportliches Highlight des Jahres bequem online unter www.chioaachen.de. Wir freuen uns auf ein Wiedersehen in der Aachener Sörs vom 23. Juni bis 2. Juli beim CHIO Aachen 2023.
Sinn Aachen, das große Haus der Bekleidung in der Euregio, offizieller Ausstatter des CHIO Aachen seit 2007.
Get old or get classic. Vanilleeis, Schokolade, Mandeln, Magnum Mandel. Magnum, lebe deinen Genuss. Wir präsentieren das neue Magnum Mandel Remix. Zweifach in Magnum-Schokolade getaucht. Classics can be remixed. Magnum, lebe deinen Genuss.
Liebe Besucher, der Umwelt zuliebe möchten wir Sie bitten, Getränkebecher und anderen Müll nicht auf den Tribünen zu hinterlassen, sondern in den Mülleimern an den Ausgängen zu entsorgen. Vielen Dank für Ihre Mithilfe und Ihr Verständnis.
Dear spectators, for the environment, please do not leave beverage cups or other trash in the stands. Please throw them in the trash cans at the exits. Thank you for your cooperation and understanding.
Einzelfinale der FEI Youth Equestrian Games 2022, meine Damen und Herren, es geht in die Entscheidung.
Welcome back, everybody, to this Youth Equestrian Games individual final. What a competition it has been already. We had 30 riders coming forward in the first round of competition, and now we bring you the jump-off. Quite incredibly, we have 18 riders coming forward in the jump-off. Of course, it's taking place over a shortened course. The fences are fence 4 from the first round, where they then have that quite long turn right-handed down to the tricky line from fence 5, that upright at the top end of the arena, down to 6A and B from the triple combination. They then turn quite quickly right-handed. That's one of the places that they can save time, to fence 2, then to fence 3. And then it's quite a gallop, a left-handed turn and a gallop down to a brand new fence, fence 14, which is, it's near fence 10 from the first round. It is just to the left of your screens as you're looking, just behind fence 9 there. That's going to be the final fence. The time allowed is 52 seconds. The graphic on your screen is not correct. That is not Hamcho. This is Juan Felipe Gonzalez Cova riding Diaco Blue. Diaco Blue, this 12-year-old gelding, they were our first clear in the first round. Remember, we're going in the same order of jumping in this jump-off as we did in the first round. So Juan Felipe Gonzalez Cova, he was our second rider out, gave us our first of these 18 clears. Tackles now 6A and B from the triple combination that caused a good few problems. Now this is the turn where he could save time, and he's certainly going for that. And he needs to just keep the horse listening to him here. 2, then to the Turkish Airlines upright at 3. Now it's this gallop to the last. This new fence 14.
Yeah.
Oh, great double clear. Double clear for Juan Felipe Gonzalez Cova. He was thrilled with this clear in the first round. Now, of course, a great performance here again. 36.95. He's laid down a good time. That's going to be the time to beat.
Chasseur Ask Z und Dylan Bibby aus Neuseeland. New
He
Zealand.
really pushed the horse to cover the ground, but took some good tight turns as well. I think we could see that be quite difficult to beat. If they can keep the rhythm throughout the course, they may well be able to beat that. Dylan Bibby is up next. This talented young rider from New Zealand with Chasseur ASKZ. He's going a bit steadier down to... Ooh, and he's had the fence down. Took a steadier approach to try to guarantee the clear, but it does not pay off for Dylan Bibby. He's going for it down this final line, though. He knows it's worth it. He could be a fast forward falter, but didn't quite get it right. He was quicker on the clock. 36.1 is his time, but sadly 2 fences down gives Dylan Bibby a total of 8.
36,1 Sekunden. 8 penalties, 36.1 seconds.
So 36.1. We know that the time can be beaten.
Jadzia und Haya El Borai
such a
aus
lineup
Ägypten.
of talented young
From
riders
Egypt.
coming. What a fantastic opportunity to see them in action here. We have now Haya El Borai with Jadzia. She rides for Egypt. We had a bit of a wait through a few riders for a clear, and then Haya El Borai posted that fantastic round. Good flowing turn, keeps the pace up. Just needs to be... Ooh, what a good horse. Saw a long one there. She is galloping to the last. Oh, fantastically done. She's 2.5 seconds faster. Absolutely fantastic. 34.48 for the Egyptian rider Haya El Borai. And no fences down, nothing to add. Oh, she's giving the horse a big hug. It's great to see how these partnerships have developed over the course of the week. Jadzia is now a fantastic partner for Haya El Borai. Double clear. And 34.48. That's the new time to beat. Shannon Gruber is up next with Volk Dermenig, moving very swiftly on. She's a very popular young rider, but the first fence falls. Ah. How unlucky. Ooh, now 2 down. Volk Dermenig clipping these poles now. Oh, and a 3rd down. It's not the day for Shannon Gruber of Costa Rica. .12 is her total.
Shannon Gruber aus Costa
Her time was
Rica
37.41, but with 3
Sekunden,
fences down, she's going to be dropping down the rankings a little. Unfortunately, with an early fence down, that really set the tone for their jump off. Jose Emmanuel Perez is in next. Jaleska Flores for Paraguay. This 8-year-old mare, they've been jumping fantastically well. The time to beat is 34.48. That's what Jose Emmanuel Perez needs to beat. Gets away from what is now a double combination well, but we need a bit more forward movement round the turns. He's steadying here to... Oh, yeah, just not quite steady enough to the Turkish Airlines upright. Clips that. That's really proving to be such a tricky fence here. 37.11. Bar a fence down. Jose Manuel Perez and Jaleska Flores. Going to third at the moment, we have just 2 double clears.
Largo van de Molenhoek and Claudia Moore.
2 double clears now out of 5 riders who have been, and Haya El Borai remains in the lead. She's laid down a very fast time. It's going to be pretty tough to beat. On we go now to Great Britain, to Claudia Moore. Oh, she's such a stalwart of the junior teams for Great Britain. Such a very talented young rider. Got her eye on those senior teams in the future as well. She rides here Largo van der Molenhoek. She is setting off with a lot of purpose here. She was the nominated rider for Team Europe in the team competition, now tackles this individual final. Looks to be going for the clear. Oh, takes a stride out to fence 2. Takes 3 on an angle. That was a bit of a bogey fence. She's coming to the last now. 34.48 to beat. Yeah, fantastically done. Claudia Moore sails into the lead. She wanted the clear, but 33.71 is a fantastic time as well. She knocks Haya El Borai into second place. Claudia Moore for Great Britain takes the lead. 33.71. Interestingly, she wasn't the fastest over the first fence, but really taking out the strides, really keeping the rhythm up and keeping the pace around the turns proved absolutely invaluable. Now setting off at a pretty incredible pace here is Charlotte Hoing with Andy's boy Bretonniere. She's the home competitor here in Aachen. 33.71 is the time to beat. These young riders absolutely going all for the time. Andy's boy Bretonniere just skidding a little bit round the turn. Well, my goodness me, she's got time to get home, I think. Ooh, big shot to the last, and she made the time, 31.18, but the final fence goes. Oh, well, that is the balance you have to strike, isn't it? Oh, that is hard lines. She absolutely went for the time, more than 2 seconds faster than Claudia Moore, but that final fence needs respecting as well. Charlotte Hoing having a great try, though.
Es sind 4 Fehlerpunkte, 31,18 Sekunden für Charlotte Hoing. Und Andy's boy.
She really went for that around the turns, galloping to the fences. But the one fence down was going to slot her into 4th place. She's outside the podium finishes at the moment. Claudia Moore still leads, 33.71. Haya El Borai is in second, clearing 34.48. And Juan Felipe Gonzalez Cova is in third currently, clearing 36.95. Bart J. Jr. Vandecasteele is in next with Haya for Belgium. And again, he's so experienced on the junior teams for his country. Got some fantastic horses in his string. Haya is his ride here. Oh, he's now taking a little bit of a wider line, but he's keeping the pace up to take the fence at an angle. Oh, he's done it. 0.38 of a second inside Claudia Moore's time. He comes home in 33.33. Bart J. Jr. Vandecasteele slots into the lead, 33.33. Claudia Moore drops into second. Haya El Borai drops into third.
Und dann Cloud. Und
It
Layan
is obviously an advantage if they're going a little
Al-Momani
later
aus
in this
Jordanien,
competition as
from
well, because they
Jordan.
can see where their competitors have jumped clear. They can see where they've taken seconds off, or fractions of seconds it's going to come down to here. For Jordan then, Layan Al-Momani is in the ring now with Cloud 47. This pair who've been really cementing their partnership in great harmony at the moment. 33-33 is the time to beat. Big striding horse this. Oh, but she has that fence. Just sees a long one. Time's pretty good though, 34.57, but one down for Layan Al-Momani. She'll go into 6th place with that result. Charlotte Hoing still our fastest for Falter. She's our fastest round, 31.18.
Aus der Republik Südafrika, Republic of South Africa.
Well, a good few still to come. We're about halfway through this jump off, and they are getting faster and faster. Thomas van Rijckevorsel of South Africa in now with Lucy 7.81. That pretty fast clear round in the first round. He's taking these on the angle. Sees a good stride at fence 2. 33.33 is the time to beat. He is absolutely going for it here. Galloping to the last. He's going to take the stride out. Yes, I think he's going to do it. Absolutely fantastic from the South African rider. 31.69. Look at that. Keeps all the fences up. Absolutely fantastic round. Plenty of cheers going up from the crowd. It's 31.69. Thomas van Rijckevorsel is our new leader. Nearly 2 seconds faster. Oh, look at the smile on his face. It shows you just how much it means. He's the leader in this Youth Equestrian Games. He's really took the stride out to the last.
The lap of honor is later.
Great horse to be partnered with as well. Lucy 7.81.
On Maleah Lang-McMahon aus
horse that perhaps he
Australien,
might like to take home with him. Well, from one serious talent to another, now we have Maleah Lang-McMahon of Australia with Calypso du Bourgois. She's clipped a fence. She kept the pace up, but unfortunately that means that her ride, Calypso du Bourgois, just clipped the fence with his back legs. So it's one down for Maleah Lang-McMahon. She's just steadying a bit here. She knows with the fence down she won't be heading into the lead. So it's 4 and 36.66 on the clock. She goes into 8th place.
Aus Australien und Calypso du Bourgois. 4 penalties, 36.66 seconds. Und dann Bardou und Juan Bautista Khaled, Argentinien.
Juan Bautista Jaled is just taking a good look around this course now, just weighing up his turns, seeing where he could take those valuable fractions of a second off. He rides Bardou for Argentina. The time to beat is that of Thomas van Rijckevorsel, 31.69. Absolutely incredible. He's had the second part of what is now the double down. As soon as they picked the pace up there, you could just see the height of jumping was just struggling. 35.2 is the time.
4 Fehlerpunkte in der Zeit von 35,2 Sekunden. Juan Batista, Khaled
But crucially,
Argentinien und
a
Peru.
fence down. He goes into 8th place. Slots just ahead of Maleah Lang-McMahon.
Am Start ist Golden Joy und
Our fastest for Falter is still Charlotte Hoing. In fact, she's still our fastest round in 31.18. Only a little way ahead, though, of Thomas van Rijckevorsel, who, with his clear, still holds on to the lead. Back to Saudi Arabia, then, to Abdulaziz Aleid. This super consistent junior rider. Oh, but it's not his day here in this jump-off. The first fence is where he's having problems. What a shame. A refusal at the first for Abdulaziz Aleid. Well, he's cleared that first fence. That's what the applause was going up for, but no doubt he'd like to complete this competition. Golden Joy is his ride. We have a further 5 riders coming forward. Well, that one refusal gives Abdulaziz Aleid a total of 4 here, and is coming home in 48.34 seconds. So
its 4 penalties, 48.34.
He's going to go into 11th place at the moment, just ahead of Dylan Bibby and Shannon Gruber.
Lady Angeles und Jad Guerraoui aus Marokko.
Into the final 5 competitors then. This is Jad Guerraoui of Morocco with Lady Angeles. Clearing 82.07 in the first round, and they've got a pretty incredible time to beat. 31.67 is the time to beat. Good through that double. Now he's making the tight turn back. Nicely done. Oh, he's really racing across the ground here. Carefully. Nicely done again. Galloping to the last 31.67's the time to beat. Oh, he's just outside. 31.83. 31.83. Oh, he slots into second place, but he is just outside the time of Thomas van Rijckevorsel. Bart J. Jr. Vandecasteele now slots into third place, and Claudia Moore drops off the podium.
Rijckevorsel aus Südafrika bleibt in
He
Führung.
knew that was a good round.
Merino van der Achterhoek und Mimi
Jad
Gauchman aus
Guerraoui
den
for
Vereinigten
Morocco
Staaten von Amerika, the United
goes
States.
into second place. Well, this young lady secured the win for the North American team. She was the nominated rider for them for the jump-off, got them the team gold medal on Thursday. This is, of course, Mimi Gauchman, the super talented young American rider. Reigning young rider champion from the North American Youth Championships. With Merino van der Achterhoek, 31.67 is the time to beat. This is a really deceptive round, actually. Ooh, she's 0.87 of a second outside. It's 32.56 for Mimi Gauchman. She now takes the third spot.
Für Mimi Gauchman. aus den Vereinigten Staaten und Merino van der
32.56. The horse
Achterhoek.
covers the ground well, but
Ohne
she
Fehler
didn't necessarily look to be in a
32,56
hurry. You know,
Sekunden.
when you compare that to the approach
32.56
of Charlotte Hoing,
seconds.
she was absolutely
Third
foot
so
to the floor
far.
throughout. Mimi
ESP
Gauchman very
Cassie
stylishly
und
around this
Saad
course.
Al-Saad aus
Takes
Katar.
third place for now. Bart J. Jr. Vandecasteele drops off the podium. Thomas van Rijckevorsel still in the lead. Well, Saad Ahmed Al-Saad setting off here at a very strong pace with DSP Sessi. He was fast in the first round. He's got it all to do, though, to take the win here. 31.67 is the time to beat. Good to that fence. Oh, he's really going for it to the last. Oh, takes the stride out, but it's 32.83. 32.83 is going to put him into fourth place. It's fourth for Qatar. Just two riders left to go. That means that Thomas van Rijckevorsel will certainly have a medal, even if these final two riders go ahead of him. He will be at worst third. That must be a great feeling. He knows that he will get a medal. I mean, really, it's an absolutely outstanding time. It's looking pretty tricky to beat. But the next rider to try to do so is Maleah Lang-McMahon with Cornelia Murray, the rider for Iran. The penultimate rider in this jump-off. Good through the double. And good to the Turkish Airlines fence, 31.69. He's not going to get there, but it's a really good double clear for him. 35.48 is his time. Goes into 8th place.
Ohne Fehler 35,48 Sekunden. Maleah Lang-McMahon aus dem Iran.
Maleah Lang-McMahon takes 8th spot
35,48 seconds.
and secures at least silver now for Thomas van Rijckevorsel of South Africa. Only one rider remains. Only one rider can knock Thomas off the top spot. That rider is Aya Hamcho with Campari 3.29. She was one of the fastest rounds to jump clear in the first round of competition. But now, riding Campari 3.29, she's got the time of 31.69 to beat. She's already setting off at some pace. Ooh. Yeah, she's through the double. Needs to keep straight as well. Good angle over that fence. 2 left to go. Good to that Turkish Airlines upright. She's really pushing, doing everything she can here. Oh, what a shame. Oh, no. Oh, she's absolutely gutted. Well, she was going so fast. She missed the last fence, unfortunately. So she's going to just circle back around now. Oh, just clips the last as well. What a pity. Gives her 13, but she really went for that. Really, really went for it. Just couldn't quite make the turn. Just couldn't quite get to that fence.
It's a pity.
What a shame. She really looked like she could make that there. What a shame. Aya Hamcho, unfortunately, just couldn't make that
Meine Damen
final
und Herren, die
fence.
Einzelwertung der FEI Youth
Well, what a
Equestrian
competition
Games
we've had here today.
2022 ist entschieden.
Absolutely outstanding performances from these young riders. The win goes to South Africa, to Thomas van Rijckevorsel, double clear and an incredible time in the jump off of 31.69. Unbeatable.
It is not a machine, though the precision of its mechanics can draw some admiration. Propelled by a unique movement, graced with a singular drive, it has a personality of its own. It was born from a special bond. Crafted over years with infinite patience and utmost care. Listening to every tick, going over every move.
Well, that concludes things for this individual final in these Youth Equestrian Games. The win goes to Thomas van Rijckevorsel of South Africa. Second place, and the silver medal goes to Jad Guerraoui of Morocco. And the bronze goes to Mimi Gauchman of the USA. What a lineup on the podium. Incredible, incredible performances. 30 riders came forward. 18 went through to the jump-off. We had 9 double clears. But the unbeatable time was that of Thomas van Rijckevorsel. He is your gold medalist, your winner in this Youth Equestrian Games individual final. Incredible, incredible performance. As you can see, the arena party are just preparing the course now for the prize giving, which will be taking place in just a few moments' time. The sun is still shining in Aachen, and the action does not stop there. There's a good number of top show jumping competitions still to come this afternoon, as well as the 4-star Grand Prix freestyle to music. That is this evening in the dressage competitions. The riders are now going to be coming into the arena for the prize giving.
Wir kommen nun zur Siegerehrung im SAP Cup. Vielseitigkeits-, Einzel- und Mannschaftswertung. Please join us now for the prize giving ceremony in the SAP Cup.
I will leave you with the prize giving, but I hope that you've enjoyed this incredible competition. These super talented young riders will now be crowned. Your gold medalist is Thomas van Rijckevorsel. Your silver medalist is Jad Guerraoui, and your bronze medalist is Mimi Gauchman. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everybody. And enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Die Siegerehrung im SAP Cup wird vorgenommen durch Herrn Sven Mulder, Managing Director der SAP Deutschland SE und KKG, in Begleitung von Herrn Dr. Harald Hohmann, Vizepräsident der Deutschen Reiterlichen Vereinigung, und Herrn Jürgen Petersagen, Aufsichtsratsmitglied des Aachen-Laurensberger Rennvereins. The prizes are being presented by Mr. Sven Mulder from SAP. Und sie gratulieren zunächst dem 8. Platz in der Einzelwertung, meine sehr verehrten Damen und Herren. Dort stehen mit 38,4 Punkten der Hannoveraner Waller Fischer Chipmunk FRH, geritten von Michael Jung aus Deutschland. Herzlichen Glückwunsch! The 7th place, der 7. Platz, an den Hannoveraner Little Fire mit 34,8 Punkten. William Foxpitt, Großbritannien, Great Britain. The 6th place to the United States of America, der 6. Platz, für den irischen Wallach of the Record, und William Coleman, United States. Der 5. Platz, wir freuen uns mit der deutschen Sportpferdestute Jad Guerraoui und Sophie Leube für Deutschland. Mit 33,6 Punkten der 4. Platz, the 4th place to Ireland, Brandenburger Waller Kalmar und Joseph Murphy from Ireland. The 3rd place, 3. Platz, 32,8 Punkte, Toledo de Kerser and Tom McEwan, Great Britain. And the 2nd place, to Australia, der 2. Platz für Australien, Vasily de la Sauce und Andrew Hoy. Und es siegt beim Weltfest des Pferdesports in der Einzelwertung im SAP Cup mit einem Ergebnis von 29,5 Punkten der 13-jährige französische Wallach Viamont Dumas, geritten von Sandra Auffahrt für Deutschland. Wir ehren unsere Einzelsiegerin nun mit der deutschen Nationalhymne. Dafür darf ich Sie bitten, sich von Ihren Plätzen zu erheben. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. We honor the winner with the national anthem of Germany. unsere Einzelsieger. Sandra Auffahrt erhält einen Ehrenpreis, gegeben von SAP. The winner receives a prize presented by SAP. Unsere Einzelsiegerin Sandra Auffahrt, herzlichen Glückwunsch. Jetzt bitten wir unsere Einzelreiter allerdings einmal die Bühne zu räumen für die Wertung unserer Mannschaften. Denn es war natürlich auch im SAP Cup die Mannschaftswertung. Nationenpreis, meine sehr verehrten Damen und Herren. Und wir gratulieren zunächst unserer dritten Mannschaft. Congratulations first to the third team. Chef-d'équipe Thierry Touzin, Chamon Domonco, Saragossa, Gutzais de Quatrechen und Climerne de Cassau, geritten von Stéphane Langlois, Gaspard Maxud, Camille Lejeune, Benjamin Massy. Das Team aus Frankreich, La France, la troisième place. The second place for Viamont du Mats, Equistros Siena Just Do It, Vermont de Benneville und Kilsandre Ocean Power, geritten von Sandra Auffahrt, Ingrid Klimke, Julia Krajewski und Michael Jung, der zweite Platz für das Team aus Deutschland. Das deutsche Team zweitplatziert, geführt von Chef-d'équipe Professor Dr. Jens Adolfsen. Und Sieger in der Mannschaftswertung, dem Nationenpreis im SAP Cup. Toledo de Kerser, All-Star, Little Fire und Reedy, geritten von Tom McCune, Rosalind Cantor, William Fox-Pitt und Jasmine Ingham, Chef-d'équipe Richard Waygood. Congratulations to the victory to Great Britain! Und unsere siegreiche Nation Großbritanniens ehren wir nun mit der Hymne ihrer Heimat. Ladies and gentlemen, we honor the winner with the national anthem of Great Britain. Congratulations, herzlichen Glückwunsch. Die siegreiche Mannschaft erhält ihren Preise, gegeben von SAP. The winning team receives prizes presented by SAP. And now we kindly ask our riders and competitors to please turn around to the other three sides of the stadium for a salute to the Aachen audience. Wir bitten unsere Reiter, sich einmal auch zu den anderen drei Seiten herumzudrehen, denn die Reiter grüßen das Aachener Publikum. In diesem Jahr möchten wir dem Hause SAP unseren ganz besonderen Dank aussprechen, denn wir feiern heute das 10-jährige Jubiläum unserer Partnerschaft. Dankeschön, SAP! Our special thanks to SAP on the occasion of the 10th anniversary of our partnership. Wir gratulieren den Siegern und den Platzierten. Congratulations to the winning riders. And now, please take your lap of honor. Wir bitten zur Ehrenrunde. Das Team aus Großbritannien traditionell im Linksverkehr. Herzlichen Glückwunsch, Great Britain! Zweiter Platz für das deutsche Team. Rang 3 für Frankreich. Das war der SAP Mannschaftswertung sowie die Einzelwertung. Congratulations to the winning team and the winning individual rider. Damit bereiten wir alles vor für die große Medaillenvergabe bei den FEI Youth Equestrian Games.